Hey guys, it's Kevin from GSG, your paint guy here. Wanted to go over a situation and something that comes up all the time, either at our shops or even with us as distributors that happens to us. And just a quick suggestion, something that might help out. But for example, Matthews Paint, let's say that as a distributor, we don't have it in stock and we can't get it to you as quick as you need it, or your painter didn't let you know, or whoever's doing the purchasing of your paint at your sign shop there doesn't tell you quick enough, and it looks like you're going to run out of primer, or you've ran out of primer at your shop and you're like, oh man, what am I going to do? It's going to be a day or 2 days, and I really need to get this sign out the door. So I've got kind of a little help here that I'm going to do for you. So I'm going to pull up matthewspaint.com. Go to matthewspaint.com. Let's see if I can share you guys my screen. So I'm going to share you my screen, and as you can see, it's just www.matthewspaint.com. They've got a great user-friendly site, one that's got a lot of info for you on there. So go there for a lot of things. But just speaking about the primer, and like I say, at a distributor, as an inside rep, you might not know which primer a customer needs for a certain situation or for a substrate. And you, as a sign shop, you might actually run into the situation, like I say, you can't get the you've been in going, priming, and now you've ran out of primer, and you just didn't have enough on the shelf, or your distributor maybe didn't have it right then because they had they sold a bunch of it. So go to matthewspaint.com. Go to quick links right here. You've got all your tabs at Matthews to go to different things, but quick links, substrate guides. And I want to show you guys a perfect little substrate guide that Matthews has that's a great quick reference. Now with Matthews, you do have a couple of different options down here, as you can see with my mouse going over it. You've got a substrate chart, and then you've got substrate guides here. The guide goes into a lot more detail about what primer for what substrate and different things like that. Today, I'm just going to focus on the substrate compatibility chart. So you'll go here and double click it. What's nice is Matthews has all of this stuff at your fingertips. So right here, and you may have seen this but didn't think about it, this is a chart that if I was you, I would have this printed out, and as an inside sales rep or a sales rep at GSG, I would have it handy so when somebody calls in, or if I was a shop, I would have this thing handy somewhere in my materials or whatnot for a situation like this. So let's just pretend that you've ran out of primer, and your favorite primer that you use all the time is right here, the 74-350, the acid etch primer for priming aluminum that you use every day of the week. It works great, but you've ran out of it, or GSG had a run on it and we don't have any, and it's going to be a couple of days before we can get it to you, but you've got to get this sign out the door. So this chart comes in handy because let's just pretend it's a sign cabinet and it's aluminum. You can go through here and look, and there's plenty of recommended primers that you could possibly use. So I'm going to give you a scenario of something else that you could do if you needed to get it out the door and didn't want to wait. In your shop, you possibly have other Matthews primers that would work for aluminum. It's just not your normal go-to. So what I mean by that is you might use the 274-528, the 2.1 epoxy primer. That's a great epoxy primer from Matthews, but you might only use that on your steel poles or steel structures and things like that. Guess what? It's recommended for aluminum as well. So that'll get you out of a bind in that situation. Or let's say that you also do some HDU, you do some high density urethane foam board. And one of the best products for doing the foam board, the HDU foam board by Duna, is, in my opinion, is the polyester primer surfacer, the 6001 SP. So let's say that you guys have that on the shelf and you normally just use it for your HDU because it fills in incredible, sands nice. Guess what? It's not recommended for aluminum, but it is a good product that can be used on aluminum. Yes, you're not going to use it every day, maybe on aluminum or whatever, because it is a great fill product for going over Bondo, going over the HDU to fill in stuff, but it can be used on aluminum. So you could use it to get out of a bind. But either way, this Matthews substrate guide here, this compatibility substrate chart, is a great chart to keep on hand, keep printed for situations like that, so that you can see what you might have on your shelf or what your distributor might have readily available that they could send you if for some reason your normal primer is out for some reason, there was a run on it or whatever. So that's basically what I wanted to show you. Was that is, like I say, you can go to matthews.com for that particular chart or anything, but quick links, substrate guides, substrate compatibility chart, and pull that chart up. And it's a great one. Print it and use it. It's a good one to have. But just wanted to give you guys that quick little tip, and thank you. Feel free to call GSG, any of your reps. You can call me. I'm the paint guy at GSG, and want to help you guys out as much as possible. Thank you and have a great day. Stay safe during this coronavirus time, and we'll get back to normal, and I'll see you guys back out in your shops again. Thank you.